Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brian, and this video is going to be a little different than my normal repair videos. It's a talking head video, so if you don't like those, go ahead and tune on to the next video. What I'm talking about today is my experience with the Bitcoin ASIC miner repair class that I went to last week, and why I'm not at the class this week for week 2. Well, it's really simple. They weren't teaching me how to repair ASICs. Not at least how you and I and my viewers repair ASICs. There were no hash boards that were being soldered, nothing like that. Let me show you what we did do. I took a picture. This actually happened on the first afternoon, Monday afternoon. And what you're looking at there is the back end, or I guess the intake side of a WhatsMiner M30 Plus. So this particular miner was missing its center card, but I had taken the fans off. I took that little control board cover off, and I was starting to take the board apart. I've got some other pictures where I actually did get to take the board all the way down to taking the heat sinks off, but we couldn't take the chips off or do anything like that because, well, we didn't have hot air stations. In fact, we didn't even have a traditional soldering iron. Oops. So that was really the first problem. You'll notice in the picture there, that's a metal table. There's no anti-static mats or anything. It's not so good for an electronics repair type thing. All right, so what we did was for 2 days, we talked about Bitcoin, blockchain. We took apart the WhatsMiner M30 series, and then the next day we took apart an S17 Pro. Watchers of my channel know that I do repair those boards as well as the S17 Plus boards. So we took that apart in the morning, and then we got a tour of the WhatsMiner monitoring app in the afternoon. And well, that was it. That was all the first 2 days of Bitcoin miner repair training. The next 3 days, we were in a classroom studying electrical theory, like, series and parallel resistors. And that looked like this. You see any miners in the picture? I see people that do mining, but I don't see any ASIC miners. Now, I will say that if you look over there to the right, you see the AC/DC systems right there, right? The blue trainer system. Let me see if I've got a picture of that. I think I've got a picture of that. So this is what my trainer system looked like, right? So what we were doing is we were building up super basic, like theoretical circuits, like, putting 2 series resistors together and measuring the voltage drop. We were using Ohm's law to calculate current and electricity, and learning how to measure these things with that digital multimeter right over there. We did finally play with the solenoid. We played with the lamps. We played with the different switches. And we even played with the circuit breaker. So that was very frustrating. We spent an enormous amount of time doing math like this, right? We would have an example up on the screen, and we would use Ohm's law to calculate various things, like what was the total resistance. If we knew the voltage, then we could calculate what was the current, stuff like that. That is what we did. We did that from Wednesday through Friday. We were scheduled to do more of that with parallel capacitance and series capacitance and inductance. We were scheduled to do all that on Monday and Tuesday of week number 2. So I didn't go back. Why would I go back to learn that? Seriously, people. Man, talking about it just kind of really chaps my butt. I mean, seriously, I get mad. I have to take a little breather because the whole thing was pitched as a Bitcoin mining or ASIC miner repair course. And really, that's not what we did. We didn't actually learn how to repair Certainly not in the first 5 days, and it didn't look like we were going to do it in the week 2 with the curriculum that I had been shown. Now, I did ask one of the instructors, I said, hey, when do we get to do the soldering and so forth? The answer was, well, we're not going to do soldering in this class because the instructor that was supposed to teach the soldering portion didn't get his certification. What the hell? Okay, so maybe this course offered at TSTC up near Austin, Texas, maybe this isn't the course. But there is hope for this course in the future. And that's because this was the pilot. So maybe, just maybe, they'll take the feedback and they'll improve the course. Like, I mean, there is that instructor that's going to get certified to teach the soldering, right? That's a phenomenal option. Let me show you right now what's on the market. I'm just going to show you what's out there. I'm not necessarily endorsing it, but if you're looking for an ASIC repair training course, I mean, you don't want to just watch my videos to learn how to repair. I wanted to take a course like that to get better. So I don't blame you if you wanted to take a course like that. Let me show you some stuff here. So this right here, this is Son of a Tech. If you haven't seen Son of a Tech's channel, by all means, check him out. I'll put a link down to this particular video as well as his whole channel. So behind him, what you see there is a workbench with power supplies, and more importantly, you see guys actually learning how to repair boards. So let me start it up real quick. Let me fast forward to some of the good stuff. All right, I'll just let this play for a little bit. There you go. You can actually see a tour, right? So the lead instructor is telling you what all this stuff is. Like, those are some power supplies, right? And then below, and so he's getting information about the power supplies and what they do. There's a microscope. He's showing you where the power supply connects to a hash board they're testing. I mean, this is like serious stuff, right? So now the neat part about this is it's not just like Austin Childress who's teaching the class. It's not like he's just showing off what he can do by himself, right? No, you got students right here. They're working on hash boards. So there we go. We got another student working with someone that's right next to him, and they're working on a board. Okay? That's what should happen. Look at that. You've got a microscope with a large camera screen or TV screen showing you what's going on, right? You can see a guy over the bench there. He's working on a board. Everybody's kind of hands-on. You can see they're using pickets to reprogram boards. You know, I mean, heck, look at that. They're even going to use micro wire to fix traces. Now, this is a repair class, folks. This is what it should be. This is the kind of class I want to take. This is actually, I think, ASIC Ninja. They're up north, Milwaukee area, maybe. If you watch the video, there's a link to that class going on. And so there's others like that I could find as well. But that, to me, is a real ASIC repair course. The stuff that they're teaching right now in the pilot course at Texas State Technical College in Hutto, Texas, it's not. It's just not. But it's a pilot course, so maybe they'll make it better. My advice to you, if you want to learn how to repair ASICs and you want to do so by going to a class, I encourage you to find out what they are offering in that class. Get some pictures, get some videos, find some testimonials. If you like what you see, lay your money down for the class, pay for your travel, and go enjoy yourself. Most of the classes that I found and researching this, they run 5 to 7 days, and they're $2,000 to $3,000. So, you know, good education costs money. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this. I'm going to try to get a board repaired this week. I did have one go down while I was away, so I'm going to try to get that board fixed. And before I forget, I don't script these videos. Let me put this in the overhead and let's see. All right, so I got my BITAXE circuit board that I created, right? Or I modified from Scott's design. And wouldn't you know, the little pins that I put on the test socket, they fit perfectly. How about that? Depends on how long I work this week on actual IT work, but if I get a chance, after I fix the broken hashboard, I'll start working on putting my first prototype together. And once I've done one, then we'll do one together on video. So again, thanks so much for watching. I hope that my experience allows you to avoid going to a bad class, and maybe you get to a good class. And if you do, let me know what class that is. If you've been to an ASIC repair class already and you liked it or you didn't like it, comment down below. Let us know which classes are the good classes to take in your personal opinion of what you've experienced. If you haven't already, check out some of these other videos up here, and be sure to give the video a like. Subscribe if you haven't, so you'll be notified of other videos. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.